At sunrise, the savanna awakens in golden light. Bantu, the alpha male baboon. Bantu's watchful eyes scan the landscape. Every movement tells him a story of the land he protects. Scars mark a life of battles and leadership. Bantu's experience is etched in every line of his face. The troop awakens, guided by Bantu's watchful presence. The search for food begins. Life flourishes in small gestures, play, care, and grooming. Yet unseen dangers linger nearby. Even in these quiet moments, vigilance is key. Predators may watch from the shadows.
In the shadows, Kaelo, the leopard, waits patiently, unseen and calculating.
Amber eyes pierce the undergrowth. Every movement of the troop is noted with lethal precision. Through Kaelo's gaze, the world narrows to a single goal. The hunt begins in silence. Muscles coiled, body low, Kaelo is a perfect predator, ready to strike at the slightest chance. Each step is measured, silent. Kaelo melts into the grass, unseen by those she hunts.
Every step calculated. The ground yields nothing to her presence.
Unaware of the shadow nearby, the troop continues its morning rituals. Innocence meets danger. A subtle change in the wind alerts Bantu. Instincts awaken before sight confirms danger. Kaelo draws closer, every muscle coiled like a spring, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The predator waits patiently, calm on the surface, power and intent hidden beneath. Focus narrows. The prey has isolated itself. Kaelo readies for the strike. The battlefield is set. Every step brings Kaelo closer to danger and opportunity. Senses sharpened, Bantu identifies the threat. Leadership demands action. The troop halts, instinctively responding to Bantu's warning. Eyes follow his gaze, understanding the danger they face. The hunt is no longer silent. Kaelo's muscles coil. Speed and power are the only choices left. In a burst of controlled fury, Kaelo lunges forward. The chase has begun. A living missile of muscle and instinct, Kaelo moves with lethal precision. Panic spreads like wildfire. Mothers gather their young as Bantu springs into action.
The troop scatters. Fear is tangible. Kaelo presses forward, relentless and focused.
From below, the predator seems unstoppable, a force of nature unleashed. Bantu charges, fearless and resolute. His troop depends on him, and he will not fail. Two forces collide, predator and protector. Every second is a matter of life and death. The young baboon falters, unaware of the guardian who will shield it.
Bantu intercepts. A shield of courage and strength stands between predator and prey.
Impact echoes through the savannah. Kaelo is thwarted, forced to adjust.
Two adversaries pause. Dust settles, but tension remains thick in the air. Predatory instinct flares. Kaelo tests Bantu's resolve with a show of ferocity. Bantu answers with equal intensity. Strength and authority radiate from every sinew.
Reinforcements arrive. The troop stands as one, ready to defend their own.
The hunter recalculates. The prey is no longer easy. Strategy replaces instinct. Kaelo tests the line. Every feint is a measure of risk and opportunity. Bantu stands firm. Defiance radiates from every action. a challenge Kaelo must heed. The predator is surrounded. Bantu and his allies form an unyielding barrier. Kaelo weighs the odds. Direct attack would be reckless. Patience and cunning are now paramount. The hunt is no longer silent. Kaelo's muscles coil. Speed and power are the only choices left. In a burst of controlled fury, Kaelo lunges forward. The chase has begun.
A living missile of muscle and instinct, Kaelo moves with lethal precision. Panic spreads like wildfire. Mothers gather their young as Bantu springs into action.
The troop scatters. Fear is tangible. Kaelo presses forward, relentless and focused. From below, the predator seems unstoppable, a force of nature unleashed.
Bantu charges, fearless and resolute. His troop depends on him, and he will not fail.
Two forces collide, predator and protector. Every second is a matter of life and death. The young baboon falters, unaware of the guardian who will shield it.
Bantu intercepts. A shield of courage and strength stands between predator and prey.
Impact echoes through the savannah. Kaelo is thwarted, forced to adjust. Two adversaries pause. Dust settles, but tension remains thick in the air. Predatory instinct flares. Kaelo tests Bantu's resolve with a show of ferocity.
Reinforcements arrive. The troop stands as one, ready to defend their own.
The hunter recalculates. The prey is no longer easy. Strategy replaces instinct. Kaelo tests the line. Every feint is a measure of risk and opportunity.
Bantu stands firm.
The predator is surrounded. Bantu and his allies form an unyielding barrier. Kaelo weighs the odds. Direct attack would be reckless. Patience and cunning are now paramount. Kaelo shifts laterally, probing for a weak point. Every move is calculated. Bantu's troop moves as a single entity, an unbroken wall of defense. Frustration builds. The predator's control is tested against steadfast defenders. Through Kaelo's eyes, Bantu's resolve is unshakable. A formidable obstacle emerges. Leaping for vantage, Kaelo seeks the perfect angle. Strategy over brute force. From above, the predator reassesses the defenders, weighing each possibility.
Elevation matters little to Bantu. His courage remains unwavering.
The troop watches silently. Safety is sought, yet eyes remain fixed on the confrontation. A warning roar pierces the air. Kaelo tests the limits of the baboon's unity. Voices rise in harmony, a clear display of strength and solidarity. Even the predator senses the danger. Caution tempers aggression. Defeat acknowledged, Kaelo withdraws. Survival takes precedence over pride. Turning away, the predator retreats. The immediate threat is over. Every step measured, Kaelo disappears into the tall grass, silent and watchful. A flick of a tail. The predator is gone, but its presence lingers in memory. Caution remains. Even after retreat, the defenders ensure safety. Relief washes over Bantu, yet he remains ever vigilant, guardian of his troop. Through Bantu's eyes, peace returns. The alarm fades, and order is restored. Respected and revered, Bantu moves among his troop, a symbol of leadership and protection.
A gentle touch reassures the young. Bantu's courage and care are inseparable.
Order returns to the troop. Bantu's leadership is clear, his courage recognized by all.
The sun dips low, painting the savannah. Vigilance remains even in the fading light. Guiding his troop, Bantu moves them to safety, ever watchful and protective. Silhouetted against the sunset, the troop follows their leader, unity in motion.
The savannah quiets. Nature's rhythm continues as the troop disappears into the distance. Kaelo retreats to solitude, grooming and recovering. Even the hunter feels the strain of battle. Eyes once fierce, now thoughtful. Kaelo observes, learning from the encounter.
2 lives, 2 journeys, each asserting their place in the vast savannah.
Hidden in shadow, Kaelo watches patiently. The predator waits, always calculating. From above, the troop forages. Bantu guards the edge, his vigilance unbroken. Every sound is analyzed. Kaelo reads the terrain with expert precision.
Instincts flare. Bantu senses the unseen threat, ever watchful.
Patience is the predator's ally. Kaelo melts into the terrain, invisible and poised. Innocence strays. The young baboon unknowingly drifts into danger, while the guardian watches. Opportunity arises. Kaelo's eyes sharpen. The isolated juvenile is the focus now. Muscles coiled like springs, Kaelo prepares for the lethal strike.
Warning comes too late. Instinct and danger collide in an instant.
Kaelo bursts forward, a streak of spotted fury racing towards its target. Frozen in fear, the juvenile realizes the predator's intent, every muscle tensed in panic. Bantu intervenes, fearless and resolute, placing himself between danger and the vulnerable. 2 forces converge, predator and protector, locked in an inevitable clash. A tense pause. The prey is safe, but the confrontation intensifies. Frustration turns to fury. Kaelo's focus shifts to the guardian before it. Claws slice through the air. Bantu narrowly evades the lethal strike. Strength meets agility. Bantu challenges the predator with unyielding force. A deadly dance unfolds. Agility and strength test each other in precise balance.
Troop joins the fray. Together, they form an impenetrable defensive circle.
The hunter hesitates. Surrounded, Kaelo realizes the danger is mutual. Opportunity strikes. Bantu presses forward, pushing the predator back. Support arrives. The predator faces a new threat, dividing its attention.
Frustration mounts. Kaelo's dominance is challenged as the defenders close in.
Calculating its next move, Kaelo chooses caution over risk, valuing life over prey.
An orderly retreat begins. Even the predator knows when to yield.
Victory is theirs. The predator withdraws, and the troop stands strong and united. Exhausted but resolute, Bantu surveys his troop, pride and leadership evident.
The troop communicates, relief settling in. Bantu listens, their bonds reinforced.
Acknowledgement passes silently. Courage is shared, loyalty unspoken, yet clear.
The troop regroups, stronger together. Bantu remains the central pillar of their society.
In the distance, Kaelo pauses. Respect replaces aggression, a silent acknowledgement between predator and guardian.
Bantu watches the predator fade from sight, knowing their paths will cross again. The savannah's struggle is eternal. Guiding his troop into the cliffs, Bantu ensures safety as the shadows reclaim the grasslands.
In slow motion, the troop ascends to safety, Bantu last to ensure all are accounted for.
Perched high, Bantu surveys his domain, ever vigilant against unseen threats. From above, the moonlit savanna stretches endlessly, a landscape of both beauty and danger. Silence blankets the land, yet danger lurks in the shadows, unseen but ever present.
Kaelo moves through the night, a ghost in the shadows, eyes scanning for opportunity.
The hunt continues. Kaelo's gaze shifts to new prospects, ever the patient predator.
Even in rest, Bantu remains alert. Survival requires constant vigilance.
Kaelo pauses under the full moon, a silent observer of the wilderness, its beauty and peril intertwined.
Under the moon, the savanna endures. Life and death continue, and the eternal dance between